There are approximately 1,300 students who work the halls of Fremont High. Out of all of those students, only 214 sophomores, juniors, and seniors receive the Academic Achievement Award. The Academic Achievement Award is one of the highest honors a student can receive at Fremont High for achieving a high amount of excellence in their classes. In order to receive this award, you must have earned a GPA of 3.7 for 2 consecutive semesters, or a full school year. But these students have managed to keep earning this award since the day they started high school. And not only have they kept their streak alive, but they did it with all of the activities that they do outside of school.
I am a senior. My name is Kayla Reese, and I have a 3.95.
I'm Nate Pester. I'm a senior, and I have a 3.98 GPA.
I'm Hannah Bussa. I'm a senior, and I have a 4.0.
The Academic Achievement Award is a very challenging goal for any student in their high school career. About 17% of students have been able to earn it. A 3.7 GPA is the equivalent of getting an A in most of your classes. These students have managed to not only earn it in flying colors, but also with the amount of high-level classes that they are placed in.
I think that my hardest class so far has been Algebra 3 and Trig, and I'm in Anatomy right now, and that's pretty tough.
I take higher level math classes, chemistry, anatomy, AP Psychology, and government.
I've taken honors classes, and I've also been on track to graduate cum laude with high distinction. Well, I've taken like honors English and honors math, and with my band and orchestra and choir, I've not really had a chance to do advanced placement, but I am taking an AP class next semester. But I've been in like all the honors math and English classes.
Along with these tough classes, they also have many extracurricular activities waiting for them right after school.
I'm involved with dance team. I go to Kathy Lackey Dance Studio. I used to be in Flies, but it conflicted too much with dance, so I don't go as often.
I am drum major for band this year, and I'm in choir and chorale. I'm also in National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society.
I participate in football, wrestling, and track.
I volunteer at my church. I also do voice lessons, and I take dance classes at Julie's studio.
I play soccer, and I also play for a club soccer team.
I do theater, so I do about 4 or 5 shows a year on stage here at FHS, and then I'm also the thespian troupe vice president, and last year I was a secretary.
Next month I address B'nai B'rith. Do you know how I start off these talks? My father who left Germany.
The one thing that helps continue their tenacious success is the pure strive to succeed in everything they do, even when the tallest of goals spring to their feet.
It's kind of hard because most nights I don't get home until like 9 or 9:30, sometimes 10, and then I don't like have any of my homework done yet because I've been at school and stuff, so it's kind of hard to like be motivated to stay awake and finish my homework and study for tests, but I try to keep up on that.
I just focus on that, make sure I'm getting my stuff done, pay attention in class, turn everything on time.
I think that just because I am so dedicated to school and I want people to look at me and think that I'm really smart, know that I'm going somewhere, I just try really hard in school to keep my grades high.
It is harder to be in like honors classes and be trying to take like the harder classes and keeping your grades up.
They're harder, but if you focus and try really hard, it's pretty much the same.
I think it can if you're not willing to put in the extra work, but otherwise I think it really helps you in the long run.
Each student says that their parents are a big supporter of their high expectations.
My parents are probably like one of the main reasons that I keep my grades high is because my mom especially really pushes me to work hard and have my grades high.
My mom has always been a big motivator for my grades.
They just tell me to do my best and try as hard as I can every time.
Even when they leave high school in the coming months, they all plan to reach bigger and more amazing experiences in the future.
I plan to go to college to become a doctor.
My current plan is to go to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln and pursue a degree for music education and then also get an endorsement for theater.
I'm going to go to USD probably in South Dakota or UNK. I haven't decided yet, and I'm not sure what I want to major in, but something that I can make a lot of money.
Before I let them back to their classes, I asked the students what other students could do to keep their grades up even in the toughest days of their school career and in the near future.
I just try to always stay up on my homework. Being in so many activities, I miss a lot of school and I miss a lot of class. I'm also kind of sick a lot, so I miss a lot of school for that, but I always just try to keep up on my schoolwork and make up tests and stuff that I miss.
When I was a sophomore, I ended up getting an A-, but I thought I got a B, and I remember going to soccer and I bawled because I thought I got a B, so I definitely push myself really hard and expect the best from myself.
I expect myself to have high expectations, always making sure I'm giving my best effort. School always comes first. I look at sports as it's kind of a way to get away from school a little bit, take your mind off of it, then you go back to school and then you got a fresh mind.
I usually like schoolwork. I work really hard during school so that I don't have a lot to do after school. It's really nice like having TST to get a time to do it, and after school I'll go to my activities, and then I at least have a few hours at home before I need to go to sleep that I work on homework.
I think my biggest tip would probably be to not be afraid to ask questions in class, because I know a lot of students feel like they can't like talk to their teachers, or that their teachers are going to think that they're stupid if they ask them questions, but I always ask a lot of questions in class, and sometimes I feel like I might be kind of stupid, but at the end of the day that's probably what keeps my grades up as much as they are. I just always make my schoolwork like such a priority that like if I'm falling behind in my schoolwork I have to go in and do that, and it's a lot of work sometimes. Like I know like just this past month I was like really sick and I missed almost like 2 weeks of school, and then I was also in a competition 1 act, and so I had my competition that week, but I was still way behind in all my classes, so I was just like trying to like juggle being like making up tests and making up quizzes and trying to make up homework in labs for physics. But then I also had like rehearsals so for the competition, so I think it's just mostly like making it a priority and like knowing that it's important is the biggest thing.
If there is one word that can describe these students, it is their resilience. With the busy and fast-paced world we live in, these students represent that anyone can be as strong and faithful to their success, as long as they stay strong for what the future holds. This is a Fremont High Rustler report by Sage Reiger.